Hello, my name is Charlotte Jenner and I'm an equine photographer based in Gloucester, in Gloucestershire. I'm here today to tell you a bit about myself, my social media and what I can offer to the industry. So I am an equine photographer. That means I go around taking pictures of people and their horses, whether that is at a personal or private yard shooting just the subject and their horse, or travelling to events such as dressage, show jumping, cross country, eventing, showing, western, endurance, anything you can think of, polo, whichever. This allows me to use my 15 years of equine experience with horses to really get in depth with my images and show people that I know what I'm doing and can produce the best shots, from headshots like the one in front of you now, to western riding and show jumping. By doing this, I can show people that I know exactly what I'm doing, how I've experimented over the years, and have a deep knowledge into all disciplines of the equine industry. Therefore, really showing the 6 years of photography experience I have in this industry. This brings me on to my 12 faults project at university. This was a way for me to experiment with the genre I wanted to do and bring in some of the skills I've learned over the last 3 years. I aimed my project at the equine industry and used camera faults to create detailed imagery. We had faults such as blur, water damage, overexposure, underexposure, and motion blur. This allowed me to create a set of images that was unique and different from the normal equine images people are used to seeing. Normally you just see a horse, but this project I decided I would go a bit deeper and really show people the life at the yard. This allows people who don't normally venture to the yard to see what life is like. By doing this, it really showed me what type of photographer I could be and how I should structure my own business. This brings me on to my website. My website is called the domain name Charlotte Jenner Photography. Easy to find, easy to remember. First page you're brought onto is the portfolio page. This page is made up of 10 images ranging from portrait shoots, which is the first image, through to eventing, show jumping, showing, point-to-point racing, etc. This allows me to really showcase what I can do on the first page for people to see at the different types of photographs. There is also a like option on my photograph. This can be seen on the numbers when you put your mouse underneath the screen, showing what people have enjoyed, liked, and have really found interesting about my website. When we go back up, we get to the equine section. This section is dedicated to the equine industry. It is split into 3 sections: eventing, showing, and other. So if we click on other, as people might be more intrigued to what that is, we can look at a range of images which cover point-to-point racing, which are some of the racehorse images at the top of the image. And then if we scroll down, you end up at portrait images in the summer in the sun. This allows for people to get a range of ideas of what I can offer them in whatever discipline or idea they are after. We also have a page for the 12 fault project. We have already discussed this, so there is no need to look at it again. And then an about me page. This allows people to get a real grip of what I can offer them, who I am, and relate to me as I state my experience with horses, my experience with cameras, and what I can offer them, as well as having contact information at the base of the page to help people in inquiring for shoots. Linked to my website is my Instagram. This Instagram was not exactly used the best, but has recently been revamped and is ready to kickstart its career on Instagram. As you can see, we have 2 newer images at the top of the screen, and the rest are older images that people have already seen, liked, left a comment on, and interacted with well. And as we go further down, you can see that some of the images have small black rings on the image. This is my watermark. This is a small black circle with Jenner Photography written inside it, with a 4-leaf clover animation to give it a little bit of personalisation. This is on all of the old eventing images, as it stops people taking the images for themselves and is always close into the middle of the image so that people cannot crop it out or claim the photo as their own. This is one way of me identifying myself in the photography industry, using my surname and a simple little design to create an impactful image for people to remember and see on my photographs. This is effective in really keeping the image of your work in people's heads. Following this, we have my Facebook page. This again has also been revamped recently and has taken a new meaning to my Facebook page. We have a simple dressage image as the profile picture. It is called what everything is called, Charlotte Jenner Photography, with the username Charlotte Jenner Photography, with a slideshow of images as the cover photo to really give you a grasp of what I can offer from portraits to renting. And then we go down to the albums. Now in my albums there's a showing portfolio and currently a show jumping portfolio. These are full of around 25 images of what I've recently done at shows to give people an up-to-date idea of what I can produce. I think it is important to keep them updated so that people know exactly what they're getting when they're looking at your images. You don't want them to look at images of 4 years ago, and you don't want them to look at images of yesterday and put them together because that won't come across very well. But I think my social media works well in advertising my name, for it has the same name on all of them. There's good branding with this name, and the photos are all clear, crisp and easy to understand. They're all easy to navigate, as I've had feedback from a range of people about my website and other social media saying that they're completely easy to navigate and very, very effective. So, when looking at my identity in the photography industry, I feel like I have a very certain way of shooting. My images speak for themselves and are also done from very good angles and allow them to achieve exactly what they are trying to achieve. We have photos from Badminton 2018, which is one of the most prestigious events in the equine industry, to showing photos from 3 counties. Each photo edited in a similar way, using the same touches and techniques on Lightroom to really bring a sense of my editing to my images. This is how I like to identify myself. As part of the equine community, it's a very close community. Everybody knows everyone, so once you're in, you're in. Branding myself and having a similar theme to all my images is really what I can use to sell myself to the industry. Any photographer in the equine industry will always have a theme, a way they shoot, a way they present themselves, a way they do anything. This allows them to really get to grips with their audience and promote themselves in a good and thought out way. So, with over 15 years of experience, 6 years of experience shooting shows, countless shows done, countless models photographed in the nice summer season, it's important to look at how I can build and challenge myself. I want to grow my social media through the photos I take this summer, really bring to life my photography and my editing style and my small watermark. This will allow me to really capture the audience eye and bring my images to life. I'm hoping to turn the 12 Faults project into a photo book and sell this online to allow people to see my work and get it for themselves. This will therefore encourage people to use my facilities and my business in and around when they want to be photographed. I hope you've enjoyed listening today, and I hope that my intentions and my identity have been clear in this presentation, and I would like to thank you for listening and taking the time to watch my presentation.